Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We're here in the aftermath of the transfer window IRL, but we are still in the transfer window in the metaverse. We've got the team to build for the season. We just about met the registration window, almost Celtic-esque, you might even say, to make sure we got our team back into the Stone division for this year, and we didn't face any penalties or relegations or anything like that. We've got a ton of stuff to get stuck into today. We need to finalise the team, ideally by, like as soon as possible. The deadline is round the corner. It's a few days away now. The sooner the better, so we can get FC Barcelona Foundation, the Ravens, up to speed. Fist bumps to everyone on arrival. This is the team that's made up of the channel members. So if you're a channel member and you're an MFL player, no matter how good or how bad your players are, I will get one of them in here to get you some in-game currency for the end of Season 8. Your player will feature as much as absolute possible, and we were very competitive last year. We finished in third. We got to the playoffs, but we didn't quite have enough to make that final step and gain promotion, which would have meant this season could have been even more fruitful for you guys. As you'll probably know already, if you've been keeping up to speed with the content, first match is tomorrow. I knew there was an extra reason, because I knew the transfer window, the registration window wasn't actually today. But yeah, first match is tomorrow, so we really need to get our act together. Match day 1, first training session, right around the corner. Transfer window closes Friday, so business can still be done. And for my clubs like Manana, whatever, but we should be able to look at the MFL projections page. Yeah, that's what we want to see. Barca. Now we might get well, it depends. I think the cup draw is still to happen, isn't it? But the team is going to be yeah, because we've got so many bad players involved right now. We really need to turn this around. Work the Space has come into this season really shaking things up. He's projected to finish top of the table. St Etienne Crown. There's a lot of teams here at Hares United that were very formidable last year, so they'll maybe look at us and think we're a soft touch this year. That might work to our advantage unless they follow the content, because we really need to get the team our act together. This is the first time I'm seeing it for my prime team, so we've been relegated and we're not clearly going to bounce back, is what the saying here is. But because of the way the pyramid scheme, the tree of divisions work, we go back into the division we previously won. So there's a few familiar names and faces in here: FC Heat, Bankers Geneva, Nexus Sensei, Metaverse Wizards as well. Doge Sports is in the division now too. Den Haag Connection, we've played them a bunch of times, formerly known as Haag's Vote Bowl School, weren't they? Santander, Solaris Drifters, so a lot of familiar names and faces. We'll be playing this year for the Prime team, hopefully going to win that title again. And in Ice, oh yeah, we're flying high. The addition of Emmanuel Lecoq and one or two others is maybe going to make the difference for the Academy team this year, projected to finish second. If you want to check this website out, I'll link it into the chat. Copy, and then as you can see, can I do it on multi-stream? Yeah, I can. Boom. So we're on Twitch and YouTube, so you should be able to see this on either platform. If you want to check out this website for yourself to see how your projections look ahead of the season, and if you do, drop it in the live chat and let me know what's going on. Mike sounds a bit quiet. Yeah, do you know the system? Oh, do you know, I have recently just changed the settings on it, so I'll maybe just move it a bit closer to me then, because when recording it's spiking the audio quite a lot, so I'll just maybe move it closer to me and you can tell me how that sounds. Not very loud. Yeah, okay, I'll move it closer to me and see how that's, because if for editing it's the lesser of two evils at the very least. But thanks very much, Josh Tilley, Boyson as well for the shout out. Anyone else still picture Quinny walking into his old office when the music kicks in? Oh, Rob, honestly, it feels like it didn't even happen now at this stage. We're almost, we're right around a year removed from the studio, by the way. It was like September we moved out last year. I say we, me, whatever. Jesus, what a thought, Rob. Thanks for that. Yeah, it feels like a lifetime ago now. And that's the way I don't know about you guys, but that's the way my life feels. Like, once, like, different chapters are kind of far enough removed, did that really happen? Was that a movie? Was that a dream I had? That I've just remembered really well? What is reality? Oh, we're maybe going down a wormhole here, eh? So yeah, good to see you all. And Josh, I tried to find it before coming on, because I hate you to leave a comment and then ask you to repeat it or whatever. But you did leave a comment somewhere about a player. I couldn't find it before coming on, so I had to set that up. Monkey's in the house. Good to see you, man. Hope you're well. That's gone fast. It has indeed. A year. Like that. See, when you get kids, it's like a month is how it feels, and that is sincerely how it does feel. Now, like I mentioned, I had to contract in some of my own dross into the team here. Let me just fix up the magnification here. So, like, all of these guys at the bottom, Morrow, Bustamante, Muller, Letelier, and Moser, I had to draft all these jabronis in, otherwise we wouldn't have had the amount of players required to register in the division, so we would have faced a points penalty or maybe even relegation. So whatever. Ideally, we're always fishing, shopping, whatever, around the 70 to 75 range, and if we can get a few blues in, they can make the difference. We've kind of got enough blues to probably get us by and be competitive. Like, we're not going to get relegated or anything, but if we could get in our 2 or 3 of them, it will put us towards the top of the table once more. If I have a look at the tactics, how we're set out so far, Winfried Will, brilliant. I'll go and get him now. Oh, I can't copy and paste off that page. It's so annoying with me on this. Yeah, there we go. YouTube one's fine. I'll go after him in a second. But this is a kind of base formation that I've set up just as a kind of placeholder. We've now got seats in the building so we can play left mid. Samoys is the only goalkeeper we've got. I think I've got a 47 back here, yeah. We've got Mickey van de Ven and we've got Mali. These guys can't quite fit into this shape, but, you know, very formidable options that can play, in Van de Ven's case, 2 positions. Mali a CM, so if we mix up the midfield, we've got that cover. So we're in need of a CDM. We're still trying to build a defence, really. We really do need a goalkeeper. I think up front, we've had less and got away with it, to be quite honest with you. So we've got 3 strikers here. One that is versatile enough to play cam. So between that and Van de Zee, we might just about get away with the strikers. Another one would be nice, but it's not hugely at the top of the shopping list right now. And then we can set tactics properly. We can really go for it. So let's go and get Manfred Willen. Let's go and see what he's all about. Goalkeeper at 71. Nice. Now, ideally, like, based on the standard that we've had in the club in years gone by, we have had a much better goalkeeper than this. So ideally, this is our second choice guy. But at the moment, will be our first choice goalkeeper. Get comfy, Quindog. Oh, I'm very comfy, honestly. The transfer window was so rocky. So rocky. I just finished a Sunderland video, Rob. I know you're I'm pretty sure you're a Sunderland fan, Rob. I'm fairly certain of that. Rob SAFC. Sunderland finished the window off where bang, the Premier League was wild, but Celtic, man, oh my god. Do you know, and I know not all these are Celtic fans here, hardly any of these will be probably, but, you know, in a weird way, Celtic being really rubbish is a big part of the reason I started making content. You might not know this really, but right around the time when I started getting into like making videos on my phone and doing stuff was the season where we ruined 10 in a row. That was a big part of it, around that time, because I just totally disconnected from Celtic. I was just like, oh, it was so destroying, heartbreaking, and this feeling I've got right now with how we've performed in the transfer window isn't too dissimilar. It's very similar, but not to the same level. You know, a little bit so Tierney, like hundreds of stuff had happened. It was just awful. And what'd you call it? And then so I just started watching all this stuff, you know what I mean, that we play with on the channel now. So it's a weird feeling, because that then kind of gives me a feeling of maybe there's some change, maybe something will happen, but bloody blah, whatever. Yes, sir. Yeah. So I've got a wee Sunderland video on the FC channel coming out. Probably later today. I don't imagine it being much later than that. And yeah, there's tons of other stuff. Newcastle as well. Nice finish to the window for them. And a bunch of other teams were really busy. I don't think, yeah. So anyway, tons of stuff IRL to go on, but it's all eyes on building the squad and getting it thrashed up here. There's about 20 of these live and loud on YouTube, and maybe another, I don't know, 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6 on Twitch. So thanks to everyone that's tuning in over there. And you know, I should get in the habit of, because I've been following the Penfez more and more as time goes on, because you know, you know, you just do. You know, the more you know people, the more familiar you get with them. And this is one thing about, like I watch a lot of streamers out, but you know, I watch a lot of what I term for myself as palate cleansing content. So it's got nothing to do with football. It's got nothing to do about. Oh, there we go. That's a really slow delay. That's really quick on Twitch, isn't it? I know it's good on the phone. Right, so what screen do I need to have to maybe create a dashboard? So anyway, it's just something, yeah, long overdue that I do a bit more of and whatever. So I've been flipping the switch on that more and more. So if you do like Twitch, 'cause I know it's better on your phone, then feel free. I think we've got 450 followers on Twitch is what it looks like, so that's brilliant. And yeah, I might even start doing some more Twitch content for MFL and just general, just football stuff and whatever anyway. So a bit of a tangent, I don't know how I got into that, I'm really sorry. Come join us at Sunderland. Well, I get like this year, like it'll probably be a bit easier for me to throw myself in the deep end with other teams and clubs and whatever. Naturally, so yeah, I kind of went on a bit of a ramble there. I'm really sorry. I can't remember where I started to bring it back, but Winfred Will, GG's, thanks for joining the squad, my man. We're going to need you in the nets because the other guy, Samoy's, like, all due respect to him, we don't really want him as a goalie. Ideally, he's not even our cup goalie because he's 66 rated, 32. It's just to get somebody some MFL in the community, which is all well and good. But yeah, let's save this as a default so we can start to... Again, getting CMs and cams is difficult. There's no way to play 3 strikers. So there's no way of like getting more of these guys on. So we could do double cam. Or triple cam even with seats. He's got that versatility also. Gilsh has got a bit of versatility as well. I think this is, for the most part, I want to cancel all these guys. I don't want any of my guys in. I've got them all on 0% as well for the most part anyway. So now that we've got that guy in, let's cancel Moser's contract. Let's get him out of here. So we definitely don't need that. And yeah, nobody needs that. So let's kick him out. And then did we save that default? I think we did, didn't we? Yeah, default saved. Seats is on. Pasquale's on. So we've got the bones of a nice squad here. We just need to fill it out, round off those edges, and yeah, we'll be alive and kicking. Yes, I'm on this. Oh yes, I was checking the chats and stuff like that. Yeah, manage stream. Got it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is the little Twitch page. Okay, cool. Clip that. Yeah, so anyway, there's lots of stuff here I'll need to get up to speed with. That's fun. This has changed a lot since the last time I played with it. So yeah, just kind of got that on the side. Apologies, guys. Could help you train with the big boys. Alan Sutton, Jan Keller. Who's this, sorry? Could you help one of these to train with your big boys, please? Alan Sutton. Yeah, I thought these were... Yeah. Let's have a look, Boyson. Let's have a look. I thought they were real... I thought this was like a joke you were making there. Is that on YouTube? Yeah, so I'll copy it from over here. Where are you? Alan Sutton. Copy. .56, okay. 56 striker. He's kind of far down the pecking order. We're looking now at Jan Keller. We might take him as a right back up, and then I'll need to copy and paste that one. Ooh, when you look at the other one's stats again, what's his name? Jan Keller. So, yeah, for a CDM, he's more of a CM, isn't he? Shooting. Yeah, I'm probably taking the right back guy for now. Yeah, I think he's the most workable of those three. Fine, whatever. Oh no, we're fine for goalkeepers club Z, I think. We don't need backup quality, we need 75, 74. Goalkeeper. Dun. Yep, so that'll have us. It should be a backup right back, but might be a starting right back for now. And yeah, I just want to cancel my guys, get them out the picture here. If we need them, oh, Jesus, if we need them, I guess. But I really want this team again to just be made up of all you guys. So if you're watching this after we've been live, of course, jump into the comment section of the video and drop your player suggestions, and I'll be swooping them up as quickly as we can. So we have a game tomorrow. So if we did have a game tomorrow, like against We the Norse as well, tough game to start off with. Could we... We'll have that right back coming in. We could play Morel. And we could play Bustamante. We could just about field a team if we had to play tomorrow. Which I don't want to do because this is just ridiculously bad. I don't have any other fodder that I can slide in here either. Do I have any extra players from Ice that are maybe worth the step up? Maybe, but that's really dire straits, everyone. I don't want to do that. I really don't. Yeah, top end of my Ice team. I could maybe get the CDM in. He would maybe work for us. As well as maybe take Faustino out of my team. My main team is my backup centre back or something. But again, yeah. So we've got some solution. Oh, Jesus, man. I would do it. I would do it for the community. I would do it for the team. But oh, jumping jimmies. Right, so let's imagine this was the team, right? Attacking width. Let's just narrow in a little bit. Directness. Let's just hit save. How much pace do we have in attack here? Striker. Pace. Oh yeah, we've got pace up front. Not really from that other guy. So we can play a bit direct. Yeah, I don't mind going balanced. Prioritise a flank. We need to go left. Play on Rico Man's guy. Take less long shots. Cross more often. Yeah, I like the wide players we've got. They're good. Dribble more. We can leave that as balanced. And then team depth. Now I think with where it sits right now, we want to be really deep. And we want to be quite compact off the ball because we just don't want to leave gaps. If they go around the outside of us, if we're deep, that's fine. Balanced, we don't want to definitely play out defence. And trigger press, yeah, we'll just leave all that as balanced. That will probably work out okay for us. In terms of set pieces, if we had to play a game tomorrow, direct free kick should be Van der Zee, but as it stands, he's not on to play. So who's the next best shooter? It's our Scotsman. Let's hope he's got a touch of the Lee Griffiths around him. And then Badir, then James, and then Gilge. And then indirect free kicks. So we'll sort back passing. We've got Seats, we've got Mali, Gilge, Pasquale, and James. I'll probably go with Van der Zee there. Save. And then the benefit of doing this as a default, we'll update it as we sign more players, is then when we go and make any custom tactics thereon after, they're set the way we want them to. So passing, and we're on the left side. So ideally, oh, wow. Oh no, we do have, yeah. So on the left side, we want him on first. Yeah, we probably just need to do it on this order, don't we? Again, don't want the striker. We'd rather the midfield player. But then from this side, we'll put the lefty on first. If he's on to play, then this guy. Awesome. Just have those in-swingers. And then penalties. We've got Van der Zee on them. I don't mind keeping it that way, to be honest with you. Instead of Gilge, I'm going to put Morel, just in case it's like rotated team. Somehow he's still in the team. And we'll do with that. Yeah, okay, so really deep and compact and narrow. Joe Watson, fist bump to you. Good to see you. So we need players in pronto. We need a CDM. Let me just remove these guys. We've got the default setting set up, so that's fine. But just for visual purposes right now, the team has got holes in it. The team has holes in it. The team has no depth. I'm not even really too sure what plan B would be if we're going to get a CM involved. So I guess we need a CDM CM, because, well, we do have a CDM in Gilge, don't we? But yeah, we don't have any Bustamante. Yeah, we need centre mids badly. I'll have a wee peek at my tactics. I'll probably... Who are we facing first for the prime team? Hags Vote Bowl School or Den Haag Connection. Good way to start. Then we're taking on Doge and whatever. If I had any friendlies go... Yeah, people have just been pumping the the community team that's got no players in it. 31st, that was a few days ago. So somebody took me on. What have my tactics been looking like? (4-3-3). Strobel's in. Yeah, I think that's probably a somewhat safe way to go to start with. Den Haag, that this team's normally lower mid in the table. Yeah, this is the kind of base setting that we've got here so far. And for first game of the season, is there any, maybe Zatko could be useful? Are we away or are we at home? We're away. And then what tactics do we have set? Yeah, we've got a few different ones up our sleeve. I think I'd probably just go with this one, away from home first game. Jerry, Van de, best midfield, Captain Nasser, the fun wingers, and then the strongest back four that we've got at our disposal. So yeah, I'll probably just run with something like that. Yeah, I think we're alright with that. And then for the academy team, I don't think we've had any friendlies or anything go, have we? We've had 2, and we lost. What are the tactics set as? Oh, here we go. We've got some names coming into the chat. Love to see it. Khalil Maludi. Boyson, I hope he's better than the last ones he suggested for us. I'll check him in a second. But this is the shape we've played for those 2 friendlies. We're figured to be second top. Lecoq's the man. This is kind of like the best team, but Hurtado doesn't do good at CM. Fleming doesn't do good at LM. Steffens is better at Cam. So on and so forth. But yeah, first game of the season, we're at home. I think we want to just go for it. We want to play attacking. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone we've missed out that would make the team better. Maybe Tolentino is just like a CM, but if we look at the CMs, I don't mind taking the little points handicap on Hurtado, who has got decent enough passing. It's not as good as Tolentino's, but physical way better, defence way better, pace faster, shooting's not quite as good, but dribbling better. I think you just gain more from him. Abba's our main guy in midfield. Yeah, so I'm kind of happy with that. We'll probably just leave that as low maintenance, these teams, because they're quite well established now. Right, so let's have a look at these players that the chat's given us. Let's have a look. Who do we have? The first one's from Boyson, so I say I'll come back to him if he's not like in the 70s. Yeah, 57. I'll come back to him, buddy. But good to know he's got the versatility we need. You can have Ezekiel Marquis. Oh, he's going to be a marquee signing for us, James Wakefield. I'll tell you that for nothing. This is how Celtic do their deals. This is high end. Oh, something's been misspelled, maybe. Yeah, this will be him. 67. Let's bring him in. We need him. I think I'm being extra generous with some of these just because I've got no players. So anyone we get in right now is getting a hefty contract. So that'll be an extra CM in. I've got a 64, bit of a beast. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's have a look at that. If he's a beast for 64, then CDM CM, that'll be workable. What does beast mean? Please mean big physical. Yes, big physical. Defense is a letdown, but pace might just. Yeah, everything's all right. By the way, yeah. Let's take him in. 6%. We can't do that. We cannot do that. I'll go with 3. Oh, we can't. Boyson, you need to change that one, buddy. But we'll take him. How do you guys deal with rotation? So Rob, see for the ice team, and what I think a lot of people do is like a common strategy is like your best 16 is really your best 16, which obviously number one means you can't use them in every match because there's no subs or anything like that. But you'll have your best 16 essentially, and like this game, let's say this is the shape I play, and then let's say, and I'm at home, so I'm going to go and attack, and then some of my best 16 may not be in this, like a CDM, like you've seen already, or wingers or whatever. And let's say I just mix it up and I go 3 at the back and we do a shape like this. it should naturally maybe rotate 2 guys or 3 guys depending on your depth and whatever. And then you're always going to have like your backup goalkeeper and stuff like the guys that are just for cup guys and whatever. So for me, rotation is about, it doesn't really come into the thinking too much until mid-season, because if you've got a good first 16, you'll be naturally looking after most players anyway. I like to keep them all 90 and above, but some guys, the most important ones, they can play down to 88, 87, and I've even had like goalkeepers playing in 84s and stuff like that and doing fine. So depending on how important they are, if it's a goalkeeper, I've rolled with it before and it didn't backfire on me too badly to play them at like 84% and stuff like that. Strikers, but players that decide matches need to be above 90 for me. My personal kind of parameters. Nice, Boyson, nice. Yeah, we could definitely tier break a guy like that. Got a 66 DM with good defence and physical. Dries Uerde. Nice. Let's get him in. Clubsy. I can't do that low at me. It's Stone. He's a 65. So, like, what division is that guy? He's rated 64, so he's going to go into Ice or Spark. Come on. Load page, come on. What's the page we want? Cup. We need to register for the cup. Registered. Okay, cool. Awesome. Right, okay. So, we're in... Stone. Right, where are we going to finish? Let's even say 9th. 5.5k. 2% of that is going to be like 100. Quick maths. Versus, like, if they're in Ice, we're thinking like mid-table. I don't know. Depends. Less. Yeah, I don't think... mate, come on. It's Stone. Spark. Even for winning the league. Yeah. Dries Uerde. Let's have a peek at him. Big physical and defending. Love it, mate. Love it. Pace might hold us back a bit, same as the passing. But hey, as long as he can tackle and butcher some people up. And he's a 66. Yeah, okay. 2%. Love it. Let's get that in. After that, Bonifacio Ayala, 63 CDM. Nice. So, if we've got cams and CDMs, I think that can work. I know we've got one CM, but there's a bit of versatility with this lad. And then, Bonifacio Ayala or the Franco guy. Something's misspelled. Let's just do Ayala. CDM. And he's a 63. There's Boyson there. Boom. This guy. Oh yeah, good physical. Nice passing too. 6 foot. Love a bit of that. Boom. Right, okay, let's do it. Afternoon, Quinny. Hope the team building goes well. Thank you very much, Bold Sherlock. Right, so we should have some depth now in at CDM where Marquee, we've got a centre back in now as well. Fantastic. Award accepted. Good to see it. Linking up with agency teammate Van der Zee. So yeah, this now opens us up to playing like 4-2-3-1. So let's see. Marquee is going to come in at centre back now. Owarde. Can't really run our pass, but he can tackle like mad. So we'll put him in there now. And we'll save that, right? So that's like our primary best 11 right now. We've also got a little bit of depth, and I maybe start to begin to cancel off some of the depth that I've added into the squad, but that's nice. And if we get the other CDM in, we've then got the potential to do 4-2-3-1 What other shapes can we play with double CDM? Is there a 3-5-2 kind of shape? That's single CDM. We don't really have 3 centre backs, so it's maybe not something to really hone in on right now. We could go 4-2-2. That would be nice. Play 2 cams, 2 strikers, 2 CDMs. Left mid, right mid, and centre mid still isn't really getting exposed there, but that's a good one to know about. 4-3-1-2, 4-3. No. Yeah, there's not a lot of double CDM shapes. Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah, because then we can get our centre mid in, who's got 85 passing. So when they can get him in, we've got the left mid, right mid sorted. If I can find them, Pasquale, right mid, Owade the butcher, and it's CDM, and then we've got 2 strikers up top. Yeah, I like that. Save. Stone free, we'll call this. And we'll reset back to default. 3-5-2. Yeah. B. That's the one we're after. There we go. So yeah, we've not quite got 3 centre backs yet, so we can't quite fully commit to this. But yeah, I think it works on all other measures once we've got that other CDM in. We've even got Gilge actually who can play CDM. Oh. Yeah, Gilge in at CDM, that's fun. Pasquale at right back, right mid. Owade in there as the butcher. Van der Zee in at cam. Left mid seats. And then double striker. Yeah, that's a nice team. We need another centre back to make it work. We don't have any pace at centre back at the moment. 64 and 52. We need one that's a bit quicker. Call this an attack. I think we'll be deleting this one. Oh no, overwritten attack. Interesting. Oh, that's fun. And the 4-3-1-2. I don't think we're going to get the CMs to make that A team happen, but we'll leave it there. Archived. Someone put CB in the chat. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Let me go backwards. I wasn't. We got Owade. Brendan, sorry, beg your pardon. Alistair Savage. I'm all over the place there with pronunciations. Thanks very much. Okay, cool. And not got the pace, but 73 CB is definitely going to come in and play. No two ways about it. Yeah. CB, CDM, interesting versatility. Still needing a right back. Yes, we are. Ayala. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm up to speed with the chat. So did we get that other CDM in? What was his name? We'll be able to check the contract offers sent. So we're waiting on Ayala, it's 63 CDM, and Savage, a CB. And then, yeah, we should have like 2 tactics based out. We need to lift the level of quality, to sound like Brendan Rodgers. And we need a little bit more depth, but the starting 11 is maybe functional. Seats was good last year. Badir looks the part. Van der Zee's the part. Strikers are good. Defence is shaky, but isn't it? Especially at right back. We're still carrying a bit of a passenger there. And we just had a centre back come in, so I'll leave that Morel there at the moment, but I'll get rid of the winger. And now we've got Savage in. Nice. Right, so let's see the centre backs. How do we want to think of them? It's Baptista and Savic. Nice. Okay, now Baptista is a righty. 6'1", love that. And Savage is a righty as well, so that's fine. Don't really care what side they play on in particular. That's fine. Awesome. So yeah, well, maybe just a double 73 CB. We might just about get away with that. Good physical between both of them. Pace is a bit lacking, but hey, we can deal with that. We'll just play deep like we did in those kind of flesh out tactics earlier. But yeah, we need a right back desperately. And then we could do by lifting the level across the board. There's about 30 of you on YouTube. Fist bumps, he's all catching us. And there's about half a dozen of you on Twitch. Thanks to everyone that's tuning in. Oh, yeah. There we go. Awesome. Now, we the Norse is always a tough team. We're at home for this. So, let's have a look at the tactics. Is this the best 11 we want to put out? I actually don't mind the thought of that 3 at the back thing, because then we can ditch the right back. We can play Gilge and CDM. I think that's probably the prime shape to go for here. If we can now get Savic in for Keller. I think that's like the best 11 we can field right now. Just save that as... And then let's sort the instructions out for this. So attacking width, I think we want to be very wide. Very wide. I think we want those wide players to be wide. Prioritise flank, we don't need to worry about that. Long shots, no. Cross, yes. Out of possession, I think we can go a little bit higher. Not by too much, but we've not got too much pace at the back. And compactness off the ball. I think we can afford to be a tiny bit more expansive there. And play out with defence. I'm going to say... No, just leave that balanced. Now the set pieces should all be set from before. And I don't think there's going to be any real change to any of that with the players we've just added in. So that's cool. Right, sorted. So team tactics are done. We just need to look at individuals now. The goalkeeper's got some stuff. He's double balanced. That's fine. It's centre back. Now I want all 3 centre backs to be... Oh, we've now got the attacking tendency thing as well. Controls how high up the pitch players position themselves and how actively they support attacking play. A more offensive setting encourages forward runs and overloads. Nice. Yeah, so I think we'll just kind of add that into the reckoning and just make sure all 3 of them are in sync with defend like mad. None of them have really got passing stats where... What was the bottom 3 settings? Balanced, clear the ball. Okay. Sorted. Gilge, 96 pace. Love that. Don't need to tell him to be direct with his passing necessarily, so I'm not sure we've got that much pace in front of him. Long shots, I actually don't mind this guy doing anything he wants. Cross more often, dribble more often. You can be as risky as you want with your passing. Positional freedom, medium. Trigger press. Yeah, more often. Not aggressive at CDM, I think that's liable for a red. And then play out with defence. Owarde, you're going to be controlled, you're going to do nothing. You're going to do nothing. I think with this Gilge, I think I want to make him more offensive. Like, let him join attacks and stuff. So let's let him do that from CDM, see if he can be a wee Pirlo for us. The left mid doesn't have much pace, has great passing, so we want him to be, yeah, kind of able to do, yeah, he can play direct as well, so if he can play Gilge direct, I know he's in front of him, but he might not be actually on the pitch. He can play direct. He can be more offensive. We want him to be joining attacks and whatnot. And then yeah, everything else is a bit meh. Play out of defence. Pasquale has the pace, which is good. Passing and dribbling is just okay, isn't it? But yeah, more offensive is probably the only thing to think about with this guy. Don't mind him pressing a bit more. And then Van der Zee, he is very offensive, high positional freedom, take long shots. And yeah, that's probably about it for him. And up front, Jaimez, quick, decent finishing, good physical. Yeah, so we want him to be running into space. Long shots, we'll see how he does with them. He can dribble. Balanced passing, balanced positional. More offensive, and he can press. That big physical he's got. And Badir, the other high rated striker, isn't that fast, but it's kind of like the target man, one of the two, isn't he? Low. He can dribble. Cross less. Who knows about long shots? And then yeah, he can press for us as well. Awesome. And then captain. I think I want to make sure the defense is doing well, like stats wise. What do we get for midfield again? Passing and dribbling. Yeah, I'm going to need captain and defender. So Savic 26, Baptista 29. Let's just captain the old dog, and then we'll save as. Delete that. Attack, and here we go. I've bit the bullet and joined MFL. Got a club in Spark. Darren Orrell, good to see you, my man. Oh, mate, I really don't care. Club Z, whatever he's listed as, I'll just accept it from you right away. Do you think home and away affects games? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's definitely a little factor there. Jari Nordqvist is a centre-back with pace. Nice. Let's have a peek at him. That'll probably be, I don't want to like rule anything out, but that'll take us to 4 centre backs. That'll probably be perfect for sorting out CB. Now we still don't have a right back, but if we play 3 at the back, we might be able to carry that actually quite nicely, with thanks to the versatility of Rico Man's player. But yeah, 75 pace. Yeah, that works a lot. 71. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's get him in. And then, yeah, 71 rated. Who would he kick out the team, do we think? Yeah, he'd come in for Marquez. That's a nice starting back 3. Yeah, that's good. I like that. We're kind of getting there. Bustamante, I'll go and cancel his contract now. And Boyce, I think you're saying you're keeping this guy or something, or you need it to be 6% or whatever. Could get a wee tear break. So yeah, a right back we still very much need. We should have enough cover at centre back. We don't have any cover at left back, but we can kind of change the shape. But to change the shape and rotate Gilge, we need another CDM for sure. Now we could do a very contrived rotation where we use Savage in its CDM. Savage, I don't know why I keep saying Savage. And then use one of the other centre backs to rotate into that spot, and then you're rotating centre backs thereafter. Guess it'll maybe a little bit messy, but there's Nordqvist in. Oh. Boom. Smash the like button, guys. Okay, I think we're just about set for match day 1. Just about, but We've got a backup goalkeeper that might let us down. We've still got 2 Imagine in here. We've got an okay backup at centre back. Nice option for CM rotation. Good backup striker. We don't have any left mid, right mid cover. We need another couple of guys. But yeah, if you're watching this after we're live, of course, the comment section, I'll be picking that apart the next couple of days. And I think we've got a squad together. That's the main thing. Hope everyone does well this season. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Season 8 should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Whoa. Yeah, it's a nice back four as well once we fix the right back. And then, yeah, if we're going to rest right mid, left mid. Oh, we do have a right mid. We've got Van der Zee, but he's not really that good at right mid. So, yeah, there's maybe some mad, crazy, contrived rotations we can make here. But, yeah, we need the depth. No, boys, this is a community team. This is so that you guys can get MFL out of this team. I'm not buying players for it. Morning, Quinny. Glad I caught you. Yes, Gully. We need... Gully. Could have a bunch of options. Oh, yeah. We need right backs. We need everything. I just kind of did a wee... This is where we're at bit there. But this is where we're at. Plan A is basically a 3-5-2. We've got 1 CM. So... We've got no depth at right mid, left mid. We need no wingers. We've got left mid, right mid, not wings. And we're just about set for centre backs unless there's a wild centre back we can get our hands on. A new goalkeeper wouldn't be bad, but it's not really top of the shopping list. No problem, Charlie Boy. I'll check them out. I'm going for my first season in Flint, but I'm already a bit disappointed. Got a $50 pack. And resulted into less than $20 value. Best players 27 and 28. That's a shame, man. Hate to hear that. It's the thing with packs, you know, when if you check the beginner content, I can't remember what video it would have been in. You've obviously done it now, don't get me wrong, but with packs are fine, but the secondary market, you know what you're getting. So if you had $50, like, how many players did you get in that pack? 3 or something like that? You could probably cherry pick 3 better players. That's kind of how I feel about it. Now, the stage I'm at, I'm buying like the blue cards, like the rares or whatever. So it's a little bit different. I don't mind the packs for them because, you know, those blue ones are really hard to get on the market at a decent price, and you can really luck out with the packs, obviously. So I think when you're starting, like the market of buying players is definitely first port of call. Oh, sorry, Boyson. I've read that like an idiot, obviously. I'll have a wee peek at them if you've got some guys in the agency sitting there, and I'll await any kind of messaging we get from Gully. McBride's just messaged me saying Ian Acho is going to Pumas. It's so funny, man. It's so funny, man. If you don't laugh, you cry. Ah, brilliant, Charlie. I've just seen that video. I'll go and get that chucked into the old self-sat here. Oh, I'm going to see John, not this weekend coming, but the weekend after. He invited me last year, I think it was actually like this time last year, to Ireland for his 1 million sub party. I sadly couldn't make it. It was a wee bit too... I think I was just coming out of the studio and stuff like that, which kind of rings true with what we were just chatting about earlier, doesn't it? But it's his 10 million sub party. It's just like fucking mental, isn't it? So I'm going to be in Belfast not the coming weekend, but the one after. If I get my way, I'll have Mrs. Quinn with me, but we'll see how it goes with babysitting and all that other jazz. Whoa. But I can tell you what I could do with getting out of Glasgow for 5 minutes right now. Right, let's see what the chat's saying. Some of you are dropping some stuff in. He's a starting right back that will get game time. Oh yeah, he's going to get game time. You can say that again, Gully. Let's go and check him out. ID number. So I think if we're using ID numbers, we want to be on MFL player info. Yeah, let's do that. Now, it wasn't working the other day, but it's working here. Right wing back. Right back's a -1, so that's perfect. That works. Barry Brown. Nice. And how do we... All those buttons changed up. I was totally lost there. I've said 6 there, but I might need to redo that because I just couldn't remember what the top rated guys we've got are on. So I've not done an offer like that for a while. So I might need to resend that. 2 seconds, mate. 6 is like the top end, yeah. $10 million. That's 10 mil, Darren Orrell. I've said something and then forgotten it. Oh, John, duh. If it was a transfer fee. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? I said to him when he did the 1 mil one, I was like, 10 mil, I've probably still got the... I'll still have the message, of course I will. Like 10 mil, you know, the way this stuff works, especially at that scale, like the snowball is real, you know, beyond viral. No, I don't want to make it less. It's okay. I was worried that I did it wrong, but I'm trying to remember this. I've got a wee kind of scale in my head to try and make sure it hopefully balances out. We've got 7 players left and we've got 30-odd%, so we're missing some quality players. We've got, obviously, I'll keep that. Yeah, we don't need the centre back anymore, so we can cancel that. Morel. I don't think, yeah, we don't need Letelier anymore anyway. He was just a shirt. Boom. Awesome. And if we get that right back in, so what do we really need? We still need left mid, right mid, cover. We need a CDM. Right back's in. Brilliant. Now, does that change our plans for playing this team? Do we want to go free at the back at home to We the North now that we do have a back 4? So what would we be gaining and losing? If we go to a back 4, we're dropping a centre back for the right back, and then we're leaving this guy in at CDM. Oh, we can also play right mid. That doesn't really... Oh, maybe it does help us actually for rotations and stuff. Yeah, it's good enough passing. Could be like a defensive wide man for us. Let's look at those CBs. Yeah, the quick guys not get great. Yeah, we need the quick guy in, but the quick guys get the best defending. And then Baptista. Yeah, so I think we maybe could go 4 at the back. But it's then how do we build the 4 at the back? It's like this, isn't it? This is the other shape we've toyed with. And let's put Brown in at right back and Nordqvist at centre back. I kind of want to play McAllister, but now we've not really done these tactics, but think this might be no bad as well. 2 up front. Solid kind of defensive core. And this guy Brown, what's his script? Not much pace. Okay, yeah, so he's just a defender. That's fine. Balanced. Passing risk. Moderate. Positional freedom. Yeah, I'm going to say low. Balanced, because he's a fullback. Kind of need him to help out if needed. And yeah, all the usuals. And then, yeah, and then we can really, yeah, we're letting this guy off the leash, aren't we? High positional freedom. Dribble. Offensive. Yeah, nice. And then Seats, he can play direct. He's not quick, but he can play the ball direct himself. Cross more. All this stuff can be fine. He can be more offensive. And then pressing and stuff, yeah, he's not really got it, does he? Pasquale, I think we had something similar with him. Yeah, he was just kind of meh, but more offensive. And he can press for us a bit. Whereas this guy, risky passing, offensive. Yeah, I don't really care about the dribbling and stuff. That's fine. And then this guy is just the butcher. Nice. Yeah, nice press and striking pair here. And yeah, I think I'm still captain Gil's but here. Boosted defense. Oh, here we go. Alfred Held. Yeah. Alfred Held is a backup. Right back, left back. Oh, nice, nice. That's a good one. Oh, nice. Pace is good. Oh, yeah, this guy works. This guy works. He's a nice backup. Nice. Okay, so backup, right back, left back. We've already got a right back in case we really needed both of them at the one time. Centre backs are cool. Goalkeeper is like, oh, okay, let's see how it goes. Could do be better. Another CDM would be nice. Left mid, right mid. Just about there. Just about there. Squad's just about filling out. And there will be time as well for anyone that's leaving comments in the stream after we've been live here today. But yeah, we've got our good passer on. We're maybe missing that kind of cam presence with this. But let's see, yeah, prioritise left. I think we've already, yeah, deep defending we did with this. Tight block. This is like counter attack then, isn't it? We're kind of thinking. Yeah, I don't mind this. I don't mind this set of instructions. Oh, we don't have the blooming free kicks taken. The boy Brown comes into it now as well, which is good. Maybe lift it a tiny bit. Stone 3. Any space in the squad for a stinky player? Yeah, there's definitely space for a stinky. 4% for held. Yeah, what did I send? Sorry. Free? Yeah, I can do that. What did you say? 4? Oh yeah, Boyson had some guys that were for sale, but if we could... Boyson the negotiator. Yeah, the boy Franco's kind of the one we've seen already. And Ayala. Let's do the CDM thing. Attributes. Franco's quicker, better at shooting, better at passing, better at dribbling, not better at defending, but it's physical. Closer to the burst as well. Right, I'll give you 6% on this guy, Boyson, right? Or... I can't give you 6% on this guy. Can we do 4? It won't work, will it? Pacey centre back. Oh, that's cool. Left mid, right mid cover. We don't have any of that. Oh yeah, he is. He's pacey. Pacey for his rating. I'll tell you that for nothing. Fine too. Left mid, right mid cover. We get him, but yeah, I think we're doing alright. Promotion push is going to be... It's going to be a nail biter. I don't think... Do we take the cup seriously? Is that maybe the move for this season? Just do alright in the league and just throw all our eggs in that cup basket. With the low squad rating we've got, we could be sneaky. We could be sneaky competitors. And there's the boy held in. Love that. Awesome possum. Hi, Caramba. Hi, Theo. I'll give it another wee minute in case there's anything else in the chat. Yeah, Boyson, but I think your players, like, overall... Oh, it's gone here. Oh. Does we have somebody else from you, Boyson? I would do. We need... They're just too low rated for me to jump on them and just go like, yeah, that fixes our problem. Because it kind of doesn't. Like, they're good for, like, you know, lastminute.com. If we need that, I'll definitely keep it in mind and come to you for it. But yeah, it's a stone division. So I'm ideally trying to get as close to the people starting with 7 as possible. That's maybe a contender for our best rated 11. Oi. First game is tomorrow. We'll probably be live. Yeah, we'll certainly be live for it. We'll certainly be live for it. Yeah, they're tomorrow. And then if we look at my players, so 8:27 and 9:05. Yeah, I don't have. Yeah, so yeah, we'll maybe go live at like 8:15 or something. Or not. Well, you guys don't really care about the academy. I guess we could probably just go live right as this kicks off. So like 25 past. Watch this game, have some banter with that. Get set for the foundation game. Finish up with my opening game as well. Left mid, right mid cover. A CDM. A better goalkeeper. That's where we're at. I'm just doing my squads, mate, and I'll let you know. I have a 73 goalkeeper. Ortega for CDM. Gully, thank you very much. I'll keep Discord open today, and I'll watch out for you. Ortega. CDM. Who's it said that? Wakefield. I don't recognise which one of these accounts is yours, mate. Yeah. So Gully, I'll leave. I'll let me open Discord now and leave it open. But yeah, beat me on that. Where's Gully? There you go. There. Right, so I'll just leave it open. And then yeah, shoot me a message with those little bits and pieces. Second one. Oh, James W. Doy. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's get this. Ortega helps us. What was the CDM you had? 69. This guy's 72. Gully. So probably would be still. How many spots do we have? This would be. Oh, we're running out of space. I think this might be the last CDM we take in. This is a good one as well. Oh no, I think that's okay. That'll take us up to 9, so we've got 6 spaces left. I don't think we'll need another. Well, we need another CDM at that point. So backup CDMs. We would have 66. I think that we might be alright just about with CDMs. Now with that extra one coming in, we might just about be clean. So left mid, right mid rotation. And yeah, I think we might just about get away with this. Yeah, left mid, right mid rotation and a goalkeeper. If we get an increase in quality there. Brilliant. Brilliant, Gully. Love it, mate. They don't need to be a direct, like one guy is left mid, right mid, but we don't have any backup mids. We can't take wingers into the formations we've got set. So if one's a right mid, one's a left mid, or if somebody does both, fantastic, obviously. But yeah, it doesn't need to be a double position player. Just as a wee caveat, just so you know. Awesome. Right, okay. I feel good that we can run tomorrow, and I'm quite confident with 1 or 2 more you guys getting in touch. That's okay. That's okay, Josh. We'll have another fun team to go ahead this year. A lot of new faces as well involved, which is fun. And yeah, we'll be live tomorrow to do a watch along 8:30 tomorrow with the first games of the season. So looking forward to that. Yeah, have a great day, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.